Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett, and my hands is AEW Origins, an intriguing free comic that I picked up from my comic shop, and I'm actually fascinated to see like what this is all about. So it's written by Steve Orlando, art by Edwin Galmon, Laura Braga, Leonardo, Rodrigues, Serg, Acuna, and Mhan. Colors by High Five, lettering by Josh Reed. It covers Swerve Strickland, Timeless Tony Storm, Will Ospreay, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, Orange Cassidy, and Darby Allin. So when I was younger, I watched a lot of wrestling. Kind of fell out of it, got back into it because my friends were really into it. It became just a social thing around, I'll say, mid to late '90s. So WCW days of NWO and well, really, it was NWI. We watched WCW. We weren't really WWE fans. And generally, I stopped watching. I haven't watched it for many, many years. Tons of friends are into it, and every so often I put it on just to kind of have something on TV and I can turn my brain off. AEW is usually what I have on when, I do come across it. And it's pretty entertaining. Like, I know the various characters that are in this comic, the wrestlers. So it's an interesting read to try to figure out what the point of this is. It's a free comic you can get done by DC, and it's a bunch of tales featuring those wrestlers and kind of their origins, but it's sort of based on reality, exaggerated a little bit, but really it's kind of more of a what's their philosophy, kind of what they've got going for them, their character in many ways, and that way it's decent. It's it's a character rooted in some truth. And for that, I actually think it's kind of interesting overall. To mine, it was more question. It's just I don't know what the point of this is. You can pick it up for free. At least I got this in comic shops. I know they were handed out at events and stuff like that. But to me, it's more of and I know AEW. I think they do stuff with Warner Brothers as kind of their partner as far as big media. DC's owned by Warner Brothers, so there's that connection. But really, kind of what's the point of the comic is kind of where I'm getting at. It's an interesting read. It's totally fine. It's entertaining. You get a good sense of who these wrestlers are. But more, I'm just sitting here going, why? How did this come about? Why did this come about? That's, I think, my biggest thing. As I said, there's a bunch of different artists. All have kind of their own style, and it's fairly interesting because of that. And the styles vary. There are some pretty decent variations. But generally, I like it. It's entertaining. It's interesting. Yeah, I think the Britt Baker one probably is the one that's the biggest difference style-wise. And it's decent. If you're into AEW, you'll probably appreciate it. If you just want something to read and get from your shop, it's worth grabbing and reading. But again, I kind of sit there and just do the why. But also what else could we do with this? I think there's a lot of potential to go from this. I just don't quite know if that's going to be tapped into. I'd love to see more comics. I'd love to see comics almost retelling the storylines from the show. I think something that could actually really benefit AEW of someone stepping in and helping them show that, create that narrative. So I think in many ways things could be really interesting, combining the comics with the wrestling, but that's just me. It's where I would take it. But as I said, overall, entertaining, weird, don't know the point, but still entertaining. You can maybe get yours at your local comic shop. We got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code, and it'll tell if a shop's near you. No shot, no problem. Might be able to find this online. We'll see if we can. If so, we'll have some links underneath this video. That shouldn't be any cost to it, but if it's affiliate links, they're affiliate links, whatever. We'll get a small piece of it if it is actually costing anything. But beyond that, of course, want to thank you for watching our videos. And if you want the latest comic news, reviews, previews, whatever, check us out every day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, Threads, Blue Sky, everything. All at Graphic Policy. Keep it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.